welcome to my channel. I am bleach blonde, as you can see. It's been a whole thing. I haven't filmed in 2 months. Well, I have recently filmed, but I haven't posted new content of myself in a while. All my old, like, the last 2 videos I posted, I think, were pre-filmed, like from way long ago, that I just had a chance to edit and upload. So I just thought I'd give you another life update on where I've been and do a little get ready with me. So priming, I'm first going to use the Milk Pore Eclipse Mattifying Primer. I don't always use this on camera because I don't always film before I do stuff. But this is the mattifying primer I've been using. I honestly don't even know if I'm sure I have used this on camera. I need to do like a product review video of new products that I've been trying. And also I'm going to use some new stuff. I'm trying to get a handle on my basket of shame. So, and then I'm almost done with the e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. So I'm just going to try to finish this bad boy up. I've been really enjoying this, honestly. I would rebuy it again, but I also am in the mood to try something new. And I have another primer, but I have to use it first. But this has served me very well. And then I think I'm just gonna go with my tried and true, or am I gonna, actually, you know what, I take it back. I'm gonna use this little sample that I have of the Say Glowy Super Gel in the shade Star Glow. I always feel like I always save this to use on camera. So that is my base prepped. What foundation am I gonna use? I think I'm gonna use this e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. I've been honestly loving this recently. I have the latest shade, it's the shade Fair 140, although it is super yellow, but I'm a little bit more tan because I have been traveling. I don't even think I posted the video. I think I've alluded to the fact that I had a girlfriend, or I was seeing someone new, like months and months and months and months ago, like perhaps before she left, not even sure. So basically, this is really spilling all the tea about my life. I met someone at the end of August, like very end of August, basically September. And we were like dating, we dated for like a month and a bit. And then she went away. She went traveling in South America for 6 months. She left in October and she's coming back in the middle of April. It's March 30th as I'm filming this now. And basically I went to visit her / travel with her for 2 months. We went to Panama and Colombia. We were still basically together. Like, it's kind of a complicated thing, but we were basically still together when she was away, even though we hadn't known each other for that long, because obviously she had intentions of coming back to Montreal, which is where I live. And so, yeah, so I was traveling with her, with my girlfriend, and now I am back. I also quit my job. The amount of times that I've had to come onto the internet and be like, I quit my job and I am now unemployed, I don't want to go too much into that because I'm just job searching right now, but it was basically just time for me to move on to something else. I'm thinking of changing career paths, which is honestly another video in its entirety. However, it just felt like the right time, and then it allowed me to travel for 2 months. So that's where I was, in Panama and Colombia, and it was the most amazing experience. Okay, and I'm just running some soap through my brows, but yeah, it was such an amazing experience. It was definitely a lot. Traveling for 2 months with someone that you know, but I mean, we spent a month together in person before this point, and then otherwise we were just talking, like over whatever, texting and like FaceTiming and whatever, but it's a lot of learning about yourself, and a lot of, it's like a crash course in a relationship for like doing that. I mean, I would recommend it, but it's not the easiest thing I've ever done, but it was still like, it was a really, really amazing life experience, I will say that. And the countries, Panama and Colombia, are so beautiful, and everyone was so kind, and it was just the best time. It was just the best time. Putting some lip balm on now. This is the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm, which I'm almost done with. I've had this for a while, so I'm trying to use it up. And honestly, considering how much I use this lip balm, it has lasted me such a long time. I'm gonna prime my eyes with the NARS Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. Going back to the classics here. And then I'm gonna just put a little touch of concealer in my inner corners before I do my eyeshadow. Okay, and then, so for palettes today, these I'm almost 1000% positive. I'm pretty sure that these palettes are no longer available. But long ago, I bought these Coralie and Beauty Bay palettes, and I have not used them, which I'm not proud of. I was waiting to do it in a video. It never came. I've had a fucking year. Anyway, so this is the Douce Romance and the Nebular Secret. So I'm going to use these in conjunction with each other today. It's not going to be too much about eyeshadow anyway. It's going to be mostly just me talking about my life. And I have base products that I want to use that are new. So I think I'm just going to do my best to kind of just like not skip over the eyeshadow, but I'm not going to spend too much time like focusing on the eyeshadow, if that makes any sense at all. Fuck. Anyway, okay, so I'm gonna zoom in and then we'll keep chit-chatting. Okie dokie. So I am feeling kind of spicy today, so I'm actually gonna take the shade Roar. This is just on a random pencil brush. This is a sparkly black. And I'm going to start with this shade. I'm just going to place this in the outer corner of my eye and bring it a little bit through my crease, but not that much. Yeah, so traveling, that's what I was doing. I've never traveled for that long. I think the longest I had ever traveled before this was 3 weeks. So, in like all in a row. So it was quite the experience. Long. I was definitely burnt out by the end, and Pore also, but so amazing. Panama is like one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. The beaches there were so insanely beautiful, hence why I no longer have pink hair, because I swam in the ocean for like a week and a half, and it was basically all gone. C'est la vie. I was a little bit sad about it, but you know what? I don't get to swim in the ocean that much, so I was like, what, am I not going to swim in the ocean because of my hair? No. You know? And then I'm going to take this shade Dodo, which is this purple. Honestly, I thought I was also going to hate my hair more than I do, and I'm basically going to put this like over top of the black and then blend this out with it. But I thought I was gonna hate it, and turns out I don't hate it as much as I thought I was going to. I kind of don't even mind the bleach. It's a little bit yellowy right now, so I think I would rather I think I'm going to get some like purple shampoo or something just to make it a little bit less yellow toned. However, I don't know, I'm like into it more than I thought I would be, so there you go. Yeah, and my girlfriend is amazing. I feel honestly so lucky to have met her when I did and be able to have this experience with her. It was honestly just like the most amazing time. I'm so excited for her to come back. I know, like, I honestly never really even talked about my breakup of last year that much. Like, by the time I was ready to like talk about it, a lot of stuff happened. I was working a lot, and honestly just like being really social. Like, I was doing a lot of stuff with my friends and just like living my life, and so I kind of put my social media stuff on the back burner, which I think I did talk about a little bit. I was just having like a really difficult time, and anyway, now I'm like so back into it. I feel so inspired again. I'm so excited to be back and filming, like for real. I know I said this before. I think I kind of just got back on my grind and my like inspiration and stuff right before I left, so I'm happy. I mean, I'm not like so thrilled about the fact that I'm unemployed again, but I'm really manifesting a new job coming for me soon that I like, and that I connect with. By the way, I just used this as a Blend Bunny B4. Now I'm going to use a Blend Bunny B1 and the shade Bunny. Funnily enough, it's like this purpley toned gray. Yeah, so that is basically where I've been. Honestly, what is my life, you guys? Like, I don't even know. It's insane how much your life changes over the course of your life. If that makes any fucking sense. But I've seen it, honestly, with my parents. They both are kind of living, like, fully new lives at this point in their life, you know, in their, like, 50s. And I feel like I've had a complete life transformation over, like, the past year. I think a breakup with, like, I was with my ex for 8 years, and I honestly had, we're just really getting into it. Okay. I thought I had my life set. Like, I thought I knew exactly kind of the trajectory that my life was gonna go in. Like, not to say it was bad, like, I was really happy, but I just thought, okay, this is what my life is gonna look like, and then in the end, everything kind of got thrown upside down in a way that I would never have imagined. The breakup was not my decision, if you haven't noticed. So it was difficult. It was a difficult time for me. And I think in the end, like, I have a hard time saying it, like, made me stronger, because I don't even know that that's how I feel about it, which is, like, kind of maybe odd to say, but more than anything, it kind of just taught me, like, I just have the capabilities now of, like, dealing with hard shit, because that I didn't know that I had the capabilities of dealing with, because sometimes you're just forced to do stuff in life. Like, you just don't have a choice. And so, and I also, because I was with my ex when I was, like, we got together when I was 17, like, a lot of the past year has been me figuring out what my life looks like when it's me. Like, my life, not me and a couple. You know, which is just, and I really thought, like, and in a lot of ways, yes, I already knew, you know, who I was, but it is different, to be honest, and I'm honestly in a really good place right now. Like, I honestly am in such a good place, and I'm happier than I have been in so many years, truly. Well, maybe not so many years, but in a while. Okay, and now I'm going to take the shade Regina. I wonder if that's a Mean Girls reference. Probably. And blend this along the edges. Okay, I'm going to cut my crease, so I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. Okay, I have something in my eye. I have something in my eye that's so annoying, so I hope that goes away. But now I've cut my crease, I'm going to put some NYX Glitter Primer all over my lids where I cut my crease. And so for my lids, I'm going to take the two shimmers in the Douce Romance palette, the shade Superstar in the like center part of my lid, and the shade Féérique in the front part. So this is the shade Superstar. You know me in a hot pink. Never met a hot pink I didn't like. But what I was saying about my life, yeah, basically I've had like a really big year of, I don't know, like self-discovery and huge life changes. But it's been honestly like really, really good for me. I feel so lucky to have found this new person that I will, I don't know, hopefully share a good amount of my life with. We'll see how it goes, but regardless, I'm just happy, you know, to be with her right now, and everything's going super well. She is also an artist. She's doing a lot of digital art right now. When she's been away, I'll link her, not link, but I'll write her, well, I'll put her Instagram up here on the screen, but I'll also have it written down below in the description box. Speak of the devil. She's calling me right now. Hello? Oops.
Hello.
Okay, so I finished off my eyes. I didn't really do much more, but now I'm going to do my base, which is exciting because I have so many new products that I haven't talked about and or used. So I'm going to use the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I have the shade Fair Rose. It's going to look a little light for me because I'm actually tan now, which is insane. I think this is the tannest I've ever been in my life. So this concealer is way too light, but I make it work with bronzer and whatever. This concealer, by the way, I feel like it's older, like it's not a new release, I don't think. Anyway, I was out of concealer. I just picked it up from the drugstore and I love it. I was using this ColourPop like hyaluronic concealer, whatever, the hydrating concealer, and I really like that, and I really like this as well. I like the original e.l.f. Camo Concealer, however, I like the coverage, I like the finish, but I found that it was really difficult to blend. I felt like I don't know, for example, how people like Jackie Aina, I think of. I used to watch her use that concealer specifically and like let it set before she blended it out. That technique has honestly never really worked for me, to be honest. I don't know how it works for other people, but obviously it does because I know other people do it. But anyway, I just found it too difficult to blend, and I like a full coverage matte concealer. Anyway, this is that, but easier to blend, and like just looks, excuse me, I burped. Just looks a little bit more like, I don't know, like a little bit healthier on the skin. I like the finish, and it's not super glowy. Like the Kosas concealer, for example, that was raved about for like so long, like a couple years ago, was like, I looked really beautiful on the skin, but was like quite hydrating, quite dewy. This just looks healthy, and it also has good coverage. So it's like a high coverage concealer that looks like healthy on the skin, and I really, really like it a lot. Honestly, this year e.l.f. has really like hit it out of the park with all the products that I've tried from them, to be honest. I mean, like, look at my hand. Ah! I need bronzer like right now. And now for contour, I'm actually going to use this Makeup or Made by Mitchell product. My friend Catriona sent this to me. And it is the liquid blusher in the shade Hollow there. So this is like, to me, it seems like a cream contour situation. It's just like a touch warmer in tone. I think I'm going to put this in the back of my hand just before I know the formula really well. And then this is a Peaches and Cream, I believe. Yeah, PC18. I love this for cream contour or just contouring in general. Oh yeah, this will work for contour. Especially because, well, not now, but because I'm a little bit more tan, I don't need things to be so gray anymore. But I think this would also work just as like a bronzer. But I think it's cool enough that it can be a contour for me. Regardless, I already know I like the formula of the Made by Mitchell blushes, liquid blushes, because Katrina, literally the sweetest friend ever, sent me other shades of this. So I like it because it's matte but doesn't look super drying on the skin. It lasts really well and also blends. Even though it's matte, it still blends nicely, so like it doesn't dry down too quickly, but it does set, which is also nice. So okay, I love these Made by Mitchell products. Like really and truly love them. And then she also sent me this Primark cream bronzer that I've never tried. So I'll also try that today. Fun. Okay, so it's a little dirty, please excuse that, but this is the Primark Bronze with Velvet Finish Cream Bronzer in the shade Bronzer. Potentially there's only one shade of this. And it looks like it might be a little orange for me, but we're gonna give it a go. Yeah, I think this is gonna be a little orange for me, but we're gonna give it a go. Do I have any clean brushes? This one's cleanish. Okay. This is the Real Techniques blush brush. I'm gonna use this. I haven't used this for cream bronzer in a while, actually. So that is my life update. My job also, yes, I did quit it. So that's a whole thing. I just apparently won't stop quitting my jobs, but my thing is just like, I don't know, I kind of have been going through it, and I just felt like I needed to change anyway, and I was like, I want to travel, and I'll figure it out. Like I said, I think I'm kind of in a space that I want to do something different. I don't know, like, science has been my passion for, oh, this smells like coconuts also, by the way. My passion for, like, always, and that's what I always wanted to pursue as a career path, environmental science, and I, like, honestly kind of, like, I still do, but it just is, like, it's really difficult to find a job in my field. I have a really hard time getting jobs, even though every position I've ever had in my adult life, I've been in a management position at some point. I have a master's degree. I have published papers under my name. I don't know, I like to think I'm a pretty hard worker. I just cannot get hired. It's really hard. I never got out of the cycle of you need experience to get a job, but you can't get experience unless you get a job. And I just never had the chance to, like, kind of get a foot into the job market. I never really fully got into the career path that I always wanted to kind of go into. And now the farther I'm out of school, the farther out I, like, am away from having that experience. So people are even less likely to hire me, and it's kind of just a whole thing. But part of me also kind of just wants to do makeup as a career, because that's also something I've always been passionate about, and maybe it's just like a sign that I should just try to do something else. I'm not really sure. I'm kind of at a crossroads, so I'm just trying to find something for the interim, and also try to really get better at French, because I'm not that good in French and I need to be better. And my girlfriend's Quebecois, so she's a francophone, so there's so many layers into why I need to learn French. Or, like, at least, like, really improve my French. And I'm putting in the work, I'm studying, I'm doing all the things I need to do, but it's hard to learn another language. If anyone has ever learned a second language because they moved somewhere else to a place where that, like, the language spoken there isn't their native tongue, please give me words of encouragement because I feel like I'm going to have a breakdown almost every day. For blush, I'm going to use this also Katrina sent me, the Sweetest Angel Alive, the P. Louise, the Cheek of It liquid blush. This is in the shade Legally Pink. I have issues. I have issues with this fucking applicator. I don't understand how to work it. I always pump. I'm pumping. I got the other one to work. But if I squeeze, it doesn't really... I almost want to take... Okay. I broke it. But I think this is going to mean that it's easier for me... Yeah. Okay. Took the top off. But the product is now dispensing out. So I'm just going to basically squeeze some of this onto the back of my hand. I get it. The other blush I have in this formula... I got... it to work, and that dispensing mechanism isn't bad, but there's something wrong with this one. Regardless, anyway, on Scott. I'm just gonna use this. This is quite a pale blush, and something is maybe not working between my base products and this blush right now. I'm gonna try this with my regular bronzer and report back. But I've tried this blush formula before in a different shade, and I had no issues with it. I just wonder maybe if this is quite light. So I just wonder if that is also the case. Anyway. Yeah, so that's me, but I think I want to go to school for it, because I just feel like I can't. There are just things I need to learn. Like, I've been doing makeup, but I don't know shit about, like, how to work as a makeup artist. I don't know anything. I know how to do makeup, but there's more that goes into doing makeup as a career than just knowing how to do makeup, if you know what I mean. Like, even doing makeup in other people's skin tones. Like, I wouldn't feel comfortable showing up to do anyone's makeup right now because I'm not that versed in doing makeup on that wide a variety of skin tones. Things like that. I just feel like there is stuff I need to learn that I want to go to school for. So I don't think I would do that until the fall. And so I'm just kind of figuring out what I'm going to do with my life. I'm really, like, fully in the middle of having a quarter life crisis. Which I thought I've had before, but this is, like, the most quarter life crisis I've ever been through. So also, if you've been through any big life changes like this, also let me know, because I really need words of encouragement right now. But at the same time, I'm also really happy, you know? So it's like good. It's good. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not loving how this blush is looking, but I have a sneaking suspicion it's because of the bronzer. But not to say that they both weren't good. They maybe just don't play together that well. They just don't play together that well. In the end. Je ne sais pas. Okay, so this is the blush in the end. I managed to make it work. It actually looks a little bit better now that it's kind of warmed up with my skin. So that's good. I don't have any cream blush shades that are like this color, so I'm happy to have it. For real. Okay, for powder, I don't have any loose powder right now. I'm just like a whole thing that also, when I went to go buy it, of course, the drugstore was sold out of it. So I'm just going to use my Sephora Microsmooth Multitasking Baked Face Powder on a sponge and just set the center of my face. And then I'll set it with a brush for the rest. This just kind of locks my makeup in my T-zone a little bit more. I actually recently bought this e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. I wasn't sure if it was going to be glowy, and it is, which in a way I am happy about because I am almost finished with my Hourglass powder and I want something that, well, number one is just less expensive, but also it's just not Hourglass, frankly. So this is a good to have an alternative. It's like a setting powder that has a glow to it. So I'm using it like I use my Hourglass powder. And right out the gate, I can already tell you, maybe I should just use this as a loose powder actually, because it's not giving my skin that much glow. Not like the Hourglass powder does. Maybe a little, but I think I could perhaps actually use this as a setting powder in the end. So we'll report back. We'll report back on this. This is in the shade Light, by the way. And for bronzer, you guessed it, I'm still panning my NYX California Beamin bronzer in the shade Free Spirit, but look at how much progress I've made. Like this is good. Now I'm going to set my face with the Makeup Revolution Matte Fix Oil Control Fixing Spray. This is fine. It's just a setting spray. I think I like the other one I was using from them a bit more. I just finished the Sport Fix Lasting Hold Fixing Spray, and this one I like a little bit better, but this is still good. It does its job. For highlight, I think I'm going to use this Glamlite Scooby-Doo highlight, the pink. Honestly, Glamlite has really become a brand that I love, to be honest. Everything I've tried from them, I've absolutely loved. Okay, and so I'm going to use like a cool toned pink blush. Actually, I'm going to use this e.l.f. This is just a blush. The e.l.f. blush in bright pink. I haven't used this in a while. It's the tone I want to use, so here we go. It's very powdery. So yeah, this has been my life update, but for real, I'm back for the summer. I'm back. Summer's coming. That's when it's on my mind. But I'm back. I am committed. And especially now that I'm searching for a job, I have so much more time than when I was working 50 hours a week, which is also part of the reason why I left. I liked my job. I just couldn't with the working all the time, you know? Like, I really prioritize but I've realized the value of my time for myself as well. Not to say that I don't work hard. Anyone who wants to employ me in the future, but I would like to work full-time and not more than that all the time, you know? Okay, and so now I'm just doing my lower lash line. I'm just doing the exact same things that I did on my top lid. I'm probably just gonna kind of speed through this. Okay, so I just did my lower lash line. I put a little bit of that pink from my lower lash, or from my top lid, just a little bit on my lower lash line. For my inner corners of my brow bone, I'm gonna take this single from Cleona. This is the shade Glisten. It's one of their glitter iridescent multi-chromes. I'm gonna give that a spray so it sticks down. Pop that on. And I'm gonna place this on my brow bone as well. I can't find the brush I normally use to highlight my brow bone. I have like one random specific brush that I use to highlight my brow bone, and I feel like nothing is the same as that one. It's like perfectly perfect small. And every time I don't have it, I'm like, it's just not the same. Do you have brushes like that are just like, this is my brush that I use for this thing, and that's it? And no other brush does the same thing. Anyway. You know what? I might even take a little bit of this shadow and just tap this on the tops of my cheekbones, because why not? It's like basically the exact same color. And then I'm going to do my brows. I'm going to use the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen in Auburn, which is just the best possible color right now for my brows. And then I'm going to take the Essence Thick and Wow Fixing Brow Mascara in the shade Caramel Blonde, which actually does lighten up my brows a little bit, so I think it's a little bit better in terms of color for the hair I have now. I don't think I love this brow gel though. It's a little thick and crunchy. Okay, and so I actually ran out of Freck a while ago, and I just don't have the money to buy it. So I'm just going to do some freckles with shadow and this brow pen that I use, and then I will show you the finished look. Okay, and this is the finished look. My eye is watering a little bit, which is so annoying, but I'm gonna close my laptop that's in front of me. But I did some little planet designs on my face. I've been thinking about doing this for a while, and I was like, I don't know if I'm capable of doing that, but turns out I am. So this is everyone's lesson to try something new, because maybe it's going to work out. On my lips, I have the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in Endless Cacao and the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in Brooklyn Thorn, and the formerly Kat Von D, now KVD Vegan Beauty. I don't even know if they have these lipsticks anymore, but this is the Studded Kiss lipstick in the shade Coven. I also used the Berry M High Vis eyeliner in the shade Dangerous on my waterline. And then I tapped two singles. I put them away already because I'm dumb, but I tapped a little bit of the shade WR124 from Terra Moons over the pink, and then the shade Twilight from Shine by SD over the blue. It didn't really change much, just to add a little bit of sparkle, but I hope you enjoyed hearing my life updates. I'm probably going to do another Get Ready With Me soon at some point. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed catching up with me. I've been away for a while and I have a lot to share, and I feel like I have even more stuff to say. I have some good stories that I feel like I actually could make into a story time video, to be honest. But anyway, I'm sure this video has already been super long, so I'm going to leave you here. And thank you so much for watching if you made it to the end, and I will see you in my next